Hey guys, it's Chris. I'm going to be doing a quick follow-up video with the Western Rattler. I haven't done one with it for a while. It was out for service for a little while. I'm going to shoot these 150 grain slugs. The highest I've gone is 180, and it had a little bit of room left. I think I could do 200s, but these are 150s. These are what I have made right now. It's loaded right now, and then I'll do 30 shots. So I'm going to do two magazines, and I'm going to show you just, somebody had asked me about the accuracy of this gun. I'm going to show you exactly how accurate it is. And then after that, I'm going to finish up this video, and I'm going to do another one. I'm machining, I bought a lathe. That's one metal working tool I didn't have, and I got a pretty good one. I'm going to make a new, so for the slug press that I make those and all the other slugs with, they have pins to make a hollow point. I want to reverse that pin and make a pointed slug. So I'm going to make the part to do that, and I'm going to show you guys. So, but first things first, here's the Western Rattler. And I have the chronograph on it, but my phone's dead, and I'm recording this with my iPad, so I don't have anything to put it on to read it. But I'll show you the target afterwards, and you guys can see just how accurate this gun is. And this gun, I have an Arkin Optic SH4. Oh, I'm sorry, EP5. Arkin Optic EP5. This is the one that's supposed to have a little bit better glass on it. All right, I want to pause there for a second. So I know I showed you guys the silencer. I actually changed the silencer since then. So I decided that since these airgun silencers need to release a good amount of air, that the best way to do it would be, so, and this is actually one of my best friends. He thinks of me all the time and brings me stuff. He's awesome. But this material was from some sort of filter, and he thought of me with the silencers, which was awesome of him because it's worked great. So this is like this is some sort of filtration material. And what I did is I cut strips of it and I put it in these end baffles, leaving the first large one open. And let me bring it a little closer. Leaving the first large one open so that that one releases most of the air, and these suppress the sound, even though the baffles would anyway. But this has gotten dramatically quieter. I mean, it's still loud enough that, you know, I hear it in my ear when I shoot, that it cuts off the microphone momentarily because it's that loud. But it's in person and probably on a decibel meter, it makes a huge difference. I just want to show you that first 10 shot group. So keep in mind, that was 10 of those big ass 357, 150 grain slugs that I just shot. And I'm going to show you the hole. This is a 7-inch round target. That's the entire group. 10 of those big ass slugs. So whoever it was wondering what barrel I had and whether or not it was accurate, there's your answer. So I'll make 2 more groups. I've got 5 left in there, and then I'll load it again. I'll do another 5 and then another 10. I'll do 3 groups of 10 in different spots on that target, and I'll show you all 3 at the end, and then I'll get to work on the other stuff on a different video. But this is just about the Rattler. So I showed you the suppression system and what I've done to it to make it a little quieter. And obviously it doesn't impact accuracy. I think the group speaks for itself. So as far as optics go, I was mentioning the EP5 here. So I have a Vortec Viper that I ended up sending out for service because the turret was one of the turrets wasn't tracking right. But so since then, I've been using my other scopes more. And when I was doing the 100 yard, the Element Titan was less than impressive. You know, maybe the Nexus is better. It's a 30 millimeter tube. That's why I didn't get it. I don't like 30 millimeter tubes, and it's not even about the money. It's another $700, but the Razor's 2,500, and that's the one I'm looking at. So it's not about the money, and I'm not like some rich dude. I'm just the guy that worked my ass off and built a company, and you know, like that's really it. I had nothing before that. I was you know, I grew up poor, not like totally like middle class, but like I didn't have, trust me, I didn't come from money. So it's not like that, but I've earned it now. So you know, it's about the quality. Just like this scope, this is a $500 scope. I like it, and my other Vortec is not much different. And I actually bought the PST version and returned it because I like this one better. It's not about how much it is. It's about the quality of it. For me, I mean, I don't care how much it costs or whatever. It could be the most expensive or the cheapest, as long as it's what I like. You know what I mean? So, anyways, the Element I just am not all that impressed with. As far as the Titan, I do like the reticle. I do like some things about it, but the glass really showed itself at 100 yards. It's just not clear. It's not clear at all. That Burris XTR3 is incredibly clear at 100 yards. Like I could see better with that than my binoculars. So, and those are Kilo 6 hour Kilo 6. They're not cheap binoculars. They're not as much as the scope, but they're expensive binoculars, and they're very clear. But that optic is just like top of the line. If you guys, and it's not even that crazy price. I think it was 17 or 1800, and that's a lot of money. But compared to, you know, there's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 scopes that are optical scopes, not even like the thermal ones, and for that money, I mean, you could get that for 17. That's less than half of even the $3,500 scopes. It's about half, and you're gonna get just as good a quality. You know, if not, I mean, I've used all kinds of scopes. It's a really, the glass in it is like top tier. It really is. So, anyways, that's just a little. That's my opinion on a couple of optics. So I'm going to do 5 of the next 10 round group. I'm going to go to the left side outer circle. Okay, that's going to be the end of that. I got to press more of these. I'm really hoping that this whole endeavor with making new pins so that these aren't hollow point, because I have a feeling if I can make them pointed, I can actually make them much more accurate, which is going to be hard to do because these things in the crown and the impact and the Pantera, these slugs that I'm pressing, that's 22, 25, and 30. I have the 25 and 30 barrels on the crown, all 3 on the impact, and the just the 25 on the Pantera, which you can change it yourself. It's not easy, and you know, you do have to open up the plenum to do it, but it's doable. You guys have probably seen my Pantera repair videos. I've taken the whole thing apart. I've been through the whole thing. It's not that bad. It's just like any other gun. Once you get it apart and get to know it, you know it. So let me get these other 5 shots off. All right, it looks like I had a little bit of a flyer on that one. I'm going to do the last 10 rounds. That's what happens when you stop in the middle. This is going to be the last 10 round group, and then I'm going to show you guys the target and get to the other stuff I got to do. That was it. All right, so let me show you guys. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can get these slugs to come out pointed. I don't know if the accuracy is going to get any better, because some of the groups that I've gotten with the crown and the impact and the Pantera have been so tight that it's really hard to imagine I could beat it, but it's always worth a shot. All right, so the one on the right got a little bit wide, a little bit wider anyway, but you can see, I mean, for 150 grain 357 slugs, that's my flyer. I mean, that's my flyer. This is a 7-inch target. That's half an inch away from the rest. So I mean, these slugs are almost half an inch, just the slug. So these groups are ridiculous for those slugs. I mean, that gun. So even in this competition, they're measuring the holes with a 357. You can go up to a 357, a 35 caliber. So I'm bringing this just in case, and I'm having it zeroed perfectly, along with those other 3 I just mentioned, because the other guns I have are not competition worthy, honestly. But these 4 definitely are. And this gun, for a bigger bore gun, its accuracy. I'll tell you one thing: the impact. I did get the 357 800 millimeter barrel. I didn't like it because the impact is an amazing gun, and it's an industry changing gun. It's really an amazing gun, but not in 35 caliber. 30 even is a little shaky with it. I like 30 in it. 30 can still be accurate, but 35 caliber just is not nearly as accurate, even with the extra barrel length, because the impact isn't set up this way. This gun is made to be a high power, big lead throwing machine. I mean, this thing is a beast. So I did the modifications. I extended the rail so I could put the GRS bipod on the front. I did the I had to use cantilever scope mounts to get behind it, because I had this on here, and I actually just took it off because I wanted to move the scope forward, because it gave me a little bit better accuracy. So I'm gonna have to keep the shade off or cut it, make it a little bit shorter. I might do that, and then I won't be able to put the caps back on if I do that. But either way, the bottom line is that the overbore bipod is totally worth it on a gun like this, because this gun has a lot of kick, as you can see. But anyways, so this is after having the Rattler I've had it for probably 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. But a month and a half out of that, I didn't have it. So I haven't gotten to shoot it all that much, because I've been working so much with the other guns for the long range, for the competition. But and then I put the sling mount in the back, and I mean on the bottom, and I put the grip on the bottom for holding it, for shooting it while you're holding it. But but anyways, I haven't gotten to shoot it that much. But my overall review, yes, I had a couple of problems with it. I had to have it sent out for repairs. Air Guns of Arizona was awesome with that. They did. I mean, considering how many repairs I'm sure they have and how big of a place it is, it's probably relatively quick for them. I got it back, and they were very communicative. They let me know what was going on the whole time, and they got it done, and they fixed it up and got it back to me, and it's been good ever since. So I'm very happy about that. Happy with Air Guns of Arizona, and I actually bought it from. I told you guys last time. Hold on, I don't want to forget because the guy was really awesome there. So, but Air Guns of Arizona is their warranty place. So, whenever any Western air guns need warranty repairs, they go there. So, is Air Gun Outdoors? That's the name of it, Air Gun Outdoors. So, that's the crown. That's what I had to get scope risers for that. But those GRS, I couldn't get a Nordic Wolf to save my life. I actually had to call, I don't even know how many different places. Anywhere online, I couldn't even find that GRS, let alone the Nordic Wolf. No one had the Nordic Wolf. That one was the closest I was going to get, and I'm lucky I got that because I found one place with one gun. I'm sorry, that's not true because some of them had the 600 millimeter. There was like 2 or 3 places that had a 600 millimeter, but no one had the continuum. Like that's a 700, and then I have a 380 for it, and then I got the 30 caliber afterwards. But nobody had it. It just you couldn't get it. So I came across that. That was in a small shop in North Carolina that I found online after going through almost every airgun place I could find on the internet. Anyways, hopefully the sound is better. I got this little fur ball in my neck, so you guys should be able to hear me pretty good, hopefully. But hopefully you didn't hear the gun too good. But I've done as much as I can with the suppression on that, and it is. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's working really well actually. Here I can hear the difference big time. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you later, and I am going to start the other video on bigger, better. Well, not bigger or better, but hopefully it'll be good. Later.